I have a degree in Indian classical music. Om Jaya Ganga Mata.
This woman is just like printing degrees one after another.
Yes, he taught me a few songs from the Ganga Aarti, and day after, he gave me the mic to sing along with him. People from backwards came to me, told me, we were sure you are Indian.
Would you ever like live in India for a few years?
I'm planning.
Oh my God.
It takes 6 years to do the degree, and I've done it in 5 years.
Because
I'm very talented. In India, they call me Kiran.
Tu hai meri Kiran.
They asked me to sing Vande Mataram. And actually it was perfect because it represents my love to India. Sincerely, I'm saying I'm very lucky that I have two places that I feel at home.
Israel, India.
Yeah.
This Israeli woman sings the Ganga Aarti. Namaskar, shalom and welcome. My name is Ravital Moses, aka Moses in Israel, your favorite Indian Jew, born and raised in India and now living in Israel. And my goal is to bridge India and Israel one video at a time. And today we have an Israeli artist in the house, but who sings Indian classical music. What a combination. The one and only Keren Porat-Snapir. Did I say it right?
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you. Very happy to be here.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited. We have been talking for the longest time on Instagram right now, and I met her once at an event that recently happened with Piyush Goyal and Neer Barkat. She was actually the opening artist for the evening, and she sang wonderfully, and she was dressed wonderfully. I think she was wearing like all black with a red sari, it was placed like a dupatta.
Yes.
And it was a sari, right?
No.
Oh, it wasn't? Okay, my bad. But it looked like it was. But
yes.
So you
I'm clever.
So you carried it well. I have so many questions for you.
Thank you.
I'm always fascinated by Israelis who go to India, pick up the culture, and make it their own. So let's get into it. Let's say, what was or who was your first introduction to India in general?
Okay, it was a good friend of mine that we planned to travel together to India.
Okay.
And he showed me plenty of pictures and told me stories about India. And we actually started to plan our travel, but I couldn't go because I was learning in the university.
What did you study?
I studied Middle East history.
Whoa!
Yes. And when I finished my studies in 98, I started to plan my travel. And first time in India was in 99.
Long time.
Yes.
Okay. So from there, you said you stayed for about 6 months?
No, 1 year and 1 month.
What?
Yes.
Okay, now that's
the first time, yes.
Oh, the first time.
Yes.
Oh, wait, so you've been to India a couple of times.
Yes. I was 7 years altogether, but I was dividing my time between Israel and India.
Got it. What was your first impression of India?
The smell.
It can be overwhelming.
Yes, and I was in Delhi.
Oh, you were in Delhi.
So you can imagine. I had no idea what I'm going to face. The heat and the smell and the crowd. But still, here I am. This is my second home.
India is the second. Actually, I had another Israeli, if you know her, Nirit. She's actually a chef.
I saw this episode.
And she said the same thing. It's like especially the smell and the crowd, it's just, for an Israeli, it's like, I don't know what's happening. But she picked up the culture so well, and she makes Indian food here, right? So there's something about India, it's like your first impression might not be the best for you, or might be like, but once you get into the culture deep, you're like, oh my gosh, you go. Can I say you went for like your soul searching a little bit? Like you found something of your own?
Through music.
Through music.
Yes.
Okay.
It happened to me through music.
Did you get introduced to Indian classical music on your first visit?
Even before. I heard mainly instrumental music. Even though I was working as a singer also in Israel, I was not listening to vocal music.
Okay.
Especially Shri Ravi Shankar. I knew about Zakir Hussain.
Okay.
So that's much I knew about Indian music. But my first meaningful acquaintance with Indian music was on the Ganga Aarti.
Ganga Aarti?
Yes, in Rishikesh.
Can you give us a glimpse of it? Because you said that it's one of your closest and also very powerful. She actually gave me a sneak peek before this. but I would want you to...
Yes, I was walking.
Oh, actually, describe the scenario for us. What was it like? What did you feel? Did you cry, or were you like with your eyes closed? Tell us everything.
So I was hearing the bells and the music and the prayers, the mantra chanting, and I was drawn to the ghat, where they do the Ganga Aarti every evening while sunset. I was amazed. I was just sitting and hearing the music. I didn't understand anything. It was my first month in India. And actually, I must correct, it was September 98.
Okay.
And I heard the Ganga Aarti. This is the main song in this sacred ceremony. And afterwards, I knew I must learn something. I didn't know that I will go so much deep in Indian music. And I just asked the one who conducted the music, the Ganga Aarti, just to teach me a few songs. I knew a few songs from Bollywood also, so I thought he will teach me this one. And no, he taught me a few songs from the Ganga Aarti, and day after, he gave me the mic to sing along with him. This is how it happened.
No way.
It was so quick. And the Swamiji of the ashram, it was in Paramarth-Niketan ashram, very big ashram in Rishikesh, in Ramjula, he invited me to stay in the ashram, to come and learn music from this teacher.
So he basically heard you sing.
Yes, he was not expecting. And one of the beautiful compliments I got on this night, because you sit in the ghat, you face Mother Ganga,
right,
and you pray, and there are people downwards and backwards.
Right.
And people from backwards came to me and told me, we were sure you are Indian. And I'm sure I had accent and I didn't sing like I sing today, but still.
That was your biggest compliment.
Yes, yes, yes.
I think I can relate, because when I speak in Hebrew and I don't have an accent, they're like, you do not have an accent. I'm like, Toda. Because picking up another language is a challenge, but to be able to sound like an authentic Indian person is like another level of compliment. So kola kavod, you did a good job. So you went to the ashram and start your training.
Yes.
All right. Can you walk us through your training?
Yes, it was every day sitting with my Guruji and in the evening singing in the Ganga Aarti.
Oh, you would sing in the Ganga Aarti?
Yes, that's what I was telling. I came to just sit and listen. And on the first day, when he started teaching me, he gave me the mic. He trusted me so much. And I sang along with him. Because, mantra, prayers, the lead singer sing one line and then all the crowd. Yes. So first I was part of the chorus, but I was with Mike.
Got it. Whoa. So from chorus to lead, quite a journey.
Yes.
All right. So you spent about, let's say, a year and a month.
In Rishikesh, 6 months.
In 6 months.
And then I realized I have to go deeper. And I knew that I want to learn Indian classical music.
Okay.
And I was not sure if South Indian, because this system has two roots, South Indian and North Indian, Khayal. Thank God I choose Khayal. I like very much South Indian music.
Okay.
But it's more connected to our area, to the Middle East.
Really?
Yes.
I would be fascinated to know. Okay. Even if I was born and raised in India, I know nothing about Indian classical music. I'm an Indian classical dancer.
Yeah, so you should know.
But but like in the sense of, I understand tal and rhythm for Bharatanatyam, which is South Indian, by the way. Right? But Indian classical is so vast, right? It's music and dancing, and the South Indians might not necessarily know the North Indian, right?
Yes.
But
it's very much different.
But before we move forward, would you be able to present the Ganga Aarti to us, please?
Yes, short portion.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Om Jaya Ganga Mata Maya Jaya Ganga Mata Jo nar tumko dhyata Jo nar Maya को ध्यातमना वंचित पल पाता Om Jaya Ganga Mata.
I was not expecting to be misty-eyed at this moment. Oh, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow.
बहुत धन्यवाद.
Beta. It's just pakka. Very nice. Wow. I could tell you've like trained for years at this point, right? Because that level of, again, I'm not a trained singer, but it takes a lot of riyaz, right?
Yes.
Hours and hours, and you have to give yourself that love to sing that, and you're into it, all right? Okay, so let's move on to, you've been to India 7 times.
Yes. No, not 7 times, even more.
7 years, 7 years.
Yes.
Sorry, that's what I meant. I meant like in total of 7 years.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Afterwards, I've been more. Like.
Okay.
Yes.
But it's crazy that you're...
I was there in March this year.
I'm jealous. Actually, even I was there, but I was at home. I was doing like multiple projects. Wish we could have met in India, maybe next year or in the coming years. But okay, let's talk about the culture a little bit. What did you like about the Indian people? And as an Israeli, how did you experience and receive it from the Indian people?
Very, very warm people. Extremely warm. Very much like Israelis. Like the culture is very, very similar.
Mm-hmm.
I felt very comfortable very quickly. I felt at home.
Did you also learn how to speak Hindi back at the time?
Thoda sa.
But Keren is actually studying Hindi at the Tel Aviv University.
Yes.
What
From
level?
Professor Gennady Schlumper.
He's an Israeli.
Yes, he's an Israeli.
Who learned Hindi and is teaching Hindi.
He's teaching Hindi, yes.
I need to interview this man. This is crazy.
Yes, he's amazing.
I feel like at this point in Israel, we have more Israelis teaching Indian art, language, and culture. That's fascinating. Wow. Okay, let's talk about the cultural things.
Yes.
Is there anything that stuck with you, or like, you know, you got you emotional? And is there something that you extremely like hated?
See, I was drawn very quickly to the music, the way it combined with spirituality.
Mm-hmm.
It's not only to entertain.
Nakhon.
And so I was not planning it, but through music, I was, discovering things about myself.
Can you tell us what you discovered?
About my journey, about the purpose I'm here. Also here.
Also here. Can you share top 3 discoveries about yourself, about your personality? I'm just curious to know.
I'm not sure. I should.
You don't have to. We can skip it.
No. First of all, this is my calling.
Okay.
Music.
Mm-hmm.
This is the way I communicate the best to people. And it connected me more strongly to Israeli music, to sing in Hebrew.
Oh.
But I must say, I feel most at home when I sing in Sanskrit and Hindi. I feel that this is my best place, that I sound the best. My soul is jumping inside when I sing in Hindi.
Yeah?
Yeah.
When you say jumping, like in a positive way, because it's like it's at its peak of happiness and full potential. Okay, so I think that now it makes more sense why you're learning Hindi, why you take active lessons, because I think it will help you take your soul and your spirituality to the next level, from what I understand.
And this is one of the reasons I was, the language.
The language?
That I was so connected to Indian music.
Okay, do you watch?
I really love the language. Yeah, Meri Sapna.
Mera Sapna?
Mera Sapna. To speak Hindi fluently. I'm not there yet, as you see.
One step at a time.
Yes.
She sings Ganga Aarti. But Hindi would be
But
easy.
I must say, out of respect, what I sing, I know the meaning. And also, when I started learning Indian classical music, so I learned how to read and how to write also. Because all my notebook in music, in Hindi only.
It's only in Hindi?
Yes.
So wait, you can actually read and write...
in Hindi, yes.
The words that you sing specifically.
Yes.
That's very important. I think a lot of people, they love to sing, but they don't really understand what they're singing. So I think you do it with full intention, and I really appreciate that, and I really have to give it to you. It's like you don't compromise with your craftsmanship, right? Let's fast forward to a little bit now. Okay, you are in the cabin crew, right? You
Yes.
are flying all the time.
Yes.
How are you managing to keep your art alive with this full-time job?
So from last month,
Mhm.
it's not full time. It's not anymore full
You
time.
decided to.
I'm almost for the last 4 years, I'm a cabin crew,
Okay.
and it was very hectic. And because I'm a student, I'm learning Hindi,
Mm-hmm.
and also I have a degree in Indian classical music.
Well, I
And
did
we
not
had-
know that.
Yes.
This woman is just like printing degrees one after another.
Yes, from ICCR. I got scholarship from ICCR. We must talk about it.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about it.
And now also, I'm taking 2 courses from ICCR
Okay.
in music, vocal,
Okay.
and it's things that I've learned already.
Mhm.
But because I'm going to start second degree in Indian classical music in the summer, so I'm just,
Brushing
preparing
it up.
myself. Yes, exactly. And also harmonium. Yes, to play
Yeah.
on the harmonium.
We call it, I don't know if it's like a slang or whatever, we used to call it peti. I don't know if that's the thing. Peti, right? Harmonium, right?
Harmonium.
With the thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is harmonium.
You'd be surprised to know when we used to go to school, I was very privileged to go to a nice, good, decent school. And arts, like singing and dancing was a part of our extracurricular activities and also sports, but I was very fond of arts in general. So we had a music teacher who would teach us Saregama with all the basics of Indian classical with the harmonium.
Mhm.
I never knew how to play an instrument in my life, but it's one of my goals that maybe in the next 5 years, I want to learn one Indian instrument, probably sitar, because it's
Wow.
like the Indian guitar, not Indian, sorry, it's like a guitar.
Mhm.
I'm very fond of guitar, and I'm like, what if I could, play an electric sitar? That would be so cool.
Mm.
But again, it's about time and
We
divine
will
time.
share stage together.
Oh my gosh. I'm into that. Bezrat Hashem, God willing, things will fall in place. But again, it takes time, takes energy, takes effort.
Mm.
And
Yes.
right now, my focus, as you know, is Moses in Israel. So to be able to bring artists like you.
Yeah, it's a beautiful project.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so you've taken a step back and you're giving this more focus.
Yes, so now because I'm a student, I can work less. I got permission to work less.
Okay, that's good.
So now I have more time to go back to teach music and
Do you also
to
teach
do-
music?
yes.
To
yes,
Israelis?
Yes, yes.
If you're an Israeli or an Indian living in Israel,
Yeah, I give workshops also.
get in touch with her. I'm going to add her socials in the description. Go say hi. Give her a nice comment.
Namaste, namaste.
Okay, let's talk about a project that you and your husband did with Saregama,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And your husband is it's like, I feel like it's like you're meant for each other also, like in terms of music, because
Yes.
you said he plays trance.
Yes.
He's a DJ,
Yes.
and
He also create original music.
he also creates original music. And I remember, if you can walk me through the project that you did for Saregama.
Mhm.
So you and your husband kind of like partnered to create a music production for Saregama.
Yes, it was especially for Saregama, yes.
Can you walk us through?
Yes. It was just before the corona.
Okay.
Yes. Actually, the people from the consulate in Mumbai
Okay.
recommended us.
The Israeli consulate in...
to Saregama.
Oh, okay.
And a representative came to Israel to meet us. Yes, and we started very, very big project. It was, we had time while the corona to do it.
Okay.
It was many, many tracks. They wanted to revive all Bollywood songs and to do it in trance mix. So I was also producing along with my husband. A few songs I was singing also.
Okay.
And it was very big. 5 tracks were
And each
released.
track was how long?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay.
Yes, duration, because trance music usually is 7 minutes and more.
I know.
But we wanted to the aim was to make the music less hard,
Okay.
light trance.
Okay. Let's talk about who was the target audience for this type of
youngsters that are not familiar with trance music, and also old age people.
Okay.
That like Bollywood music and to hear it in different style.
Got it. How has the response
because
been?
Saregama till then they released mainly, very old Bollywood songs, and they didn't have youngsters
listening to those.
Yes.
I think I can relate because, it's a generational thing, right? Millennials like something else, Gen Z, completely different. And then you have people that are, let's say, from, 50s, 60s, 70s who have a different taste in music. Can you walk me through the process? How long did it take you to create one track? Did you have a creative block? And I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm close, but I'm not getting there. Can you walk me through the creative process?
Yes, because at the beginning, we made it more like for the trance audience, and we needed to make it, more soft and to add also more sounds from the Indian, orchestra.
Got it.
So
it was quite a
task. There are tracks that the ideas came very quickly, bahut bahut jaldi, and there are tracks that we needed to open one more time and to correct it.
Got it. Okay.
And actually, the first track was a mantra that I composed, and this was the first track that was released, and it was very, very successful.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I'm going to add the description. I'm going to add the link in the description. I probably might have heard, but I can't tell which one it is. But the track that you're talking about.
Yes. We have also, not related to Saregama, we have project. It's called Bindi project.
Okay, let's talk about the Bindi project.
Yes.
First of all, why did you name it Bindi?
I think it symbolizes India.
Okay.
And it symbolizes also a project. We are husband and wife, so, also.
So usually it's often seen as married women wear Bindi.
Yes.
Okay, I love that. Beautiful. Well, tell us about the Bindi project.
So it's mainly mantra.
Okay.
And classical music.
Okay.
But we are planning also to do some mantras from the Hebrew culture. Yes, there will be a variety of spiritual singing,
which is
mainly Indian.
So, okay, got it. So you're trying to mix India and Israel in a music track.
Yes.
Okay, that would be so cool. Is it out, or are you still working on it?
2 tracks are out. Yes, this year. Yes.
Whoa, Rega. Question. How many tracks are you planning to launch? As many?
We're husband and wife. We live together so we can.
No, for sure. But like, for example, let's say season 1, you do like 5 tracks. And then season 2, you do maybe 10 tracks.
No, it's...
Or albums, sorry.
No, now you don't talk in albums.
You don't?
Only in singles. No.
Really?
No.
Why?
Yes. So now that, again, I work less, so I have more time for music.
Right.
So we can run with it. So I cannot say if it's 5 or 10. Plenty.
Okay, I am super excited.
Because we both are very creative and we have many ideas. We just need time. So now I have more time.
But I wish you good luck. I think it's going to be amazing.
You.
I have a question. I am really excited to see what your home looks like. I'm sure there's so many going to be Indian elements. Can we do a house tour if that's possible?
Yes.
And then you can show me your instruments and maybe play for us.
Yes.
If you would like to have a house tour from Keren, go down in the comment section. Go down in the comment section and let us know, and we'll do a house tour. I'm sure it's pretty beautiful. Because I feel like Israelis who love India have probably more Indianized homes than Indians themselves.
Yes. Yes.
I do. It's just like, but I went to Nirit's house because she actually fed me food. And she's like, come, Ravi, I have to feed you food. And I'm like, yes, Indian food. And I went to her house and everything was Indian. Her curtains were like made from the sari, or probably, I think she got a material that she bought from India. Her furniture was Indian. The style was Indian.
No, mine is IKEA.
IKEA? I'm giving an example, or she has like photo frames of...
no, but yes.
She had photo frames of Bollywood or like Indian cinema posters and stuff like that. And I would be curious to know what you have, because yours is more music.
Yes.
So I'm sure there are more musical elements in your home. Okay. Let's take this to the next level. For our Indian audiences who are watching you right now, what would be your message as an Israeli who loves India? Because, okay, let me give you context. I feel like India-Israel relationship is growing now, all right? Our collaborations have majorly been defense or agriculture, but I talk about culture a lot. India and Israel cultures are very similar. As somebody who's also in the cultural space, what would be your message to the Indian audiences who are watching you right now?
First of all, I'm overwhelmed by the fact they appreciate so much a foreigner. It is not connected to their culture, but the minute they see that you are sincere, they accept you. And with no limitation, I think it's beautiful. It's not like this is our culture and please, you stay away. No. And I felt at home from the beginning because of that, because of this way of treating foreigners. And I think they are wonderful, really.
Maybe you should say that to the camera.
Yes. I love India very much. Too much.
Do you see yourself, maybe in the future, would you ever live in India for a few years?
I'm planning.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Okay, if you would, let's theoretically consider that you plan to live in India, okay? Your flights are booked, whatever. Where would you live in India?
See, I'm planning to continue my studies. Mm-hmm. And I really think about main two places, Pune or Delhi.
Why is everybody obsessed with Pune?
Very good place for music.
Oh, really?
Very good place, yes.
I understand Pune is really good for education, and if you want to work in tech or want to find a job, it's really good. I had no idea it had a big music scene. Mm-hmm. Okay.
See, Delhi, everything is happening in Delhi and Mumbai.
I was going to say,
yes.
Why would you pick Pune over Mumbai? It's just that because Mumbai has, again, I could be wrong. It's just because Mumbai is the commercial hub. So everybody wants to go to Mumbai. You have more projects. You can maybe earn money.
Traffic are crazy in Mumbai.
It's everywhere.
It was too much. I was there last March.
I felt it too.
I was traveling every day, 3-4 hours on the road.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It kills your patience and it kills your energy because you can put that time into creating something and you're stuck in traffic. Mm-hmm. I agree.
It's very difficult decision where to live.
Because
I can try.
You can try.
Few months in Delhi.
You can actually city hop and see what works best for you.
See, I know Delhi very well because I've studied at the Gandharva Mahavidyalaya in Delhi.
Okay.
After getting a scholarship from ICCR, I'm an alumni of ICCR.
Let's talk about that.
Yes.
Shout out to the Indian Cultural Center. I feel like they are, I believe that...
It's amazing, amazing.
I believe that they are doing a really good job by bridging India and Israel in terms of culture. They had recently got a Kathak teacher. So if you're also planning to learn Kathak, go register. They have some really cool projects that they bring to the Israeli audiences. And let's talk about this program that you did with ICCR.
Yes.
They sent you to India.
So after Rishikesh, I continued to Pune, by the way.
Oh, okay.
To learn Indian classical music. And there I found also my Guruji in music, my classical Guruji.
What's his name?
Late Vidushi Shrimati Veena Sahasrabudhe. And I learned from her. And then after coming back, returning home after 1 year and 1 month, a good friend of mine told me that I can get a scholarship to continue my studies.
Oh,
yeah.
So
I applied.
Did you apply while you were living in India?
No.
Oh, you had to come back?
After I came back, he told me about it. I started to work in high tech, but it was clear to me after they approved my scholarship, I returned to India. And I was studying in Delhi.
Wow. Well, how long was that?
It was between 2000 and 2005.
So 5 years?
Yes.
You had to live there for 5 years?
No, I was, half year here and a half year in India.
Were you married at the time?
No.
Okay. So I think probably it was easier because I think once you're married, it's like, you have...
No, I didn't want to hear about anyone. I was totally devoted to music.
Love that. Okay.
I got scholarship for 1 year, and then I met one of the people that working in ICCR, and he heard me in a betak, in a house concert.
Oh, a betak.
Yes.
Okay.
And he was fascinated, And he told me, only 1 year? So they extended it 4 more years. Actually, Gandharva Mahavidyalaya is college. It's half private, half government. Yes, so it takes 6 years to do the degree.
Okay.
And I've done it in 5 years.
Because
I'm very talented.
Oh, she's like that.
No. Because I've learned from...
previously.
Yes.
Or she's like that student, who skips standards and
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Wait, I have so many questions. 1 second. How many instruments can you play?
No, I play the tanpura and harmonium. And I used to play on guitar.
Oh, so like 3
Yes.
instruments, for sure.
Yes.
What are the instruments you would like to learn?
Piano.
Oh, piano is good.
But it's very, harmonium, it's good enough.
Maybe I should take some lessons from Keren at this point. Okay, so Baba, no? Or are we good?
No, we are good. So I finished my Visharad, it's called Visharad Purna, the degree. I finished
Visharad.
in 2005. And then I had to do the decision if I'm staying in India and continuing to develop my career in music, in Indian music, or going back.
Okay.
And I felt very strongly that it's my time to go back.
Okay.
And even India was not so good to me at that time.
Can you throw some spotlight on your challenges?
I was homesick.
Okay, fair.
And I was thinking about, I really wanted to have a partner and have a family.
Okay.
Thank God I have.
Good.
So I came back and very quickly I met Gidi, which I came to know him through music.
Oh, that's
Actually,
nice.
Yeah, one of my students recommended him to go and record in his studio. And actually, I came to him to record my Hebrew music. I released 4 years ago 2 singles in Hebrew music. And one of the tracks is also with Hindi lyrics.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's my original music. And he told me, listen, I can't record your Hebrew music, but you can join my world, to do the trance. This is the way it started, to do the trance with Indian vocals.
And that's how you fell in love.
Yeah.
Right?
It was slowly.
I understand. Okay.
Yeah, but now we are family. We have 2 daughters. And they heard so much about India. They've never been to India.
I think it's time for you to take your family to India now.
Yes. They
God
are
willing.
already ready with the Indian food. We eat almost every week. I know how to cook a little bit.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah. Actually, you can call me Keren. In India, they call me Kiran.
Oh my God. I was going to say, do you have an
Yes.
Indian name?
Yes,
Kiran.
Kiran.
Makes total sense.
Yes.
I'm probably going to start calling you Kiran. Tu hai meri Kiran.
Yes,
Tu hai
I know this
meri.
song.
Yes, girl. Okay. तो किरण आप मुझे अभी बताना आपको कैसे लग रहा है?
बहुत अच्छा.
Okay, good. She understood what I said.
Yes.
I would love to know, how did you get the opportunity to perform at the Piyush Goyal event? Walk us through.
A week before, there was the big event in Nevatim. It's the place of the Kuchini community in Israel. And they invited me to sing a prayer in Hindi and in Hebrew. So they asked me to sing Vande Mataram. And actually, it was perfect because it represents my love to India in this song. The ambassador, J.P. Singh, was there in the event. And he invited me to sing in the event.
With Piyush Goyal?
Yes, exactly.
But that's beautiful, and I'm so happy that you had the opportunity. Hopefully, in the upcoming events, you'll have more opportunities.
Every time I have the chance to sing Vande Mataram and Jana Gana Mana, by the way, it's beautiful, beautiful anthem, both of them. I feel that it's belong to me, that I belong to India.
Oh, that's...
Sincerely, I'm saying I'm very lucky that I have 2 places that I feel at home.
Israel and India.
Yeah.
Now we are at the end of this episode. Keren, wow, it is such a blessing to be sitting in front of you. I feel like I have been searching for Israeli artists who are into Indian classical, could be music, could be dancing, and I'm so happy that Destiny introduced us in a way, and I'm hoping we can continue this conversation. Hopefully you can open your doors for me and I can come and see your home. And
yes, you're most welcome.
Give me a house tour, or maybe you can teach me how to play the harmonium. I don't know. That would be super amazing. If you are looking to connect with Keren, I'm going to add her Instagram in the description. Is there any other social media you're more active on that they can connect?
No, Instagram, Facebook,
Okay.
YouTube,
All right.
and Spotify.
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere.
All right. So we link everything in the description. Go say hi. Show her some love. I think it's very rare to find somebody who's not Indian to be obsessed with Indian classical music. All right. Again, dhanyavad.
Bahut bahut dhanyavad.
So we'll be back with more episodes. In the meantime, stay safe, watch the right content, and I'll see you next time.